you concerned by the blacklisting of a Chinese firm that is a subsidiary of the firm building the high-capacity metro trains, a blacklisting by the United States?
Yeah, look, I would say to you that that company delivered the Waratah trains in Sydney, which was a similar project.
As in the subsidiary or the
well, there's links. Again, these are decisions made by the government of the United States, so I don't think they necessarily consult anybody here about those sorts of decisions. But I would just point out to you that that project sees the bogies for those trains are made in Bendigo, the electronics are made in Morwell, the pantographs are made in Hallam, the shell is from China, yes, but a lot of the assembly and the basic work are done at railway workshops in Newport. So there are many, many thousands of jobs that are underpinned here locally by that partnership. And again, I just make the point, the Waratah fleet, as I'm advised, up in Sydney, there was a connection, there was a contract with the same company. So we have local content requirements. It's a really important project and we're pushing ahead with it.
Would there be the cause to perhaps review what the security threat, if there is any, to Victoria might be?
Well, I think it's important to, if those judgments are to be made, then they should be made by security agencies, not by the United States government. Like seriously, they've made some choice. I don't know what the basis of that decision is. The New South Wales government has contracted with this company. We've contracted with this company, as I've just said to you, whether it's in Bendigo, Morwell, Hallam, or in Newport, and probably a whole bunch of other places as well across our state. The workforce doesn't come from there. The workforce is local. It's a very substantial workforce, and we're getting on and getting this project done.
Doesn't it raise a flag, though, and say, or maybe we should at least review the security or ask the security agencies to review?
I've got no advice to that end. So no, we won't be reviewing these matters. We're getting on and getting these trains built.
The Waratah trains have been plagued by problems before you signed this contract. They were well known, well documented.
I wasn't asked a question, Lundy, with the greatest of respect. I wasn't asked a question about the equivalence of the product. I was asked about who actually delivered it.
I actually did ask you about it when you signed the contract. And
you were probably with me at the time.
I think I was.
Very good.
And I remember the then Transport Minister assuring us there would be no problems. The trains are now almost 2 years late.
You have to be certain, Lundy, when you're making such a big transformation, such a big change. This is the biggest, if you like, step change in rolling stock that we've seen for a very long time. High capacity signalling, more carriages, more passengers, being able to operate throughout that metro tunnel, freeing up rolling stock that's of quite a high standard now to move that to other lines. You can't compromise safety. You can't compromise making sure that you get the testing right, making sure that you've got the product exactly where it needs to be. And we'll have some announcements to make about this project soon. But this is, I think it's fair to say, at least my last discussion with relevant ministers only last week, this will, I think, represent probably the most rigorous piloting, proving, safety testing program that has ever been rolled out, not just in Victoria, but perhaps anywhere across the nation. And I don't think it should be any different. I think you've got to be really careful that you've got a product that, with all those different components and some complexity to it, is as safe as it can be. And I think we're not only meeting those standards at a national level, because those standards are indeed national, I think we're going beyond that. And that's exactly the way that I want it.
But I guess